What's up, Cancer? Welcome to your weekly reading with me, ShadowSister Silva. And yesterday was the solar eclipse in Libra, and I've been a little bit busy, so my readings are coming now only on Sunday for this week. Anyway, I wanna make a good reading for you. I have set here your sacred space, and we are having here Pluto that is in a main role. The god of underworld is now kind of making every dark issues more in the light. And then we have the Venus energy here presently with Libra. That's like a ruling sign of Libra as well. Then in the next eclipse, there will be eclipse in Taurus. Taurus ruling planet is also Venus. So Venus is very much having effect here. Relationships are heightened. What you set intentions now can influence your next 6 months. So this is important time. Let's take your crystal to start this reading. Okay, very high energies, Cancer. Crown chakra. So you get this deck that actually means that I have to put these cards here. I just had put here a beautiful initiation card because I felt this kind of judgment energy is present currently, Scorpio energy. Anyway, let's put it in the deck and see if it comes for you. We have to put all these things here. And interestingly, you get this beautiful above deck. So below as below, so above, something like that. This is above deck. Anyway, firstly, we will see your angel, because in the dark times, it's important to remember the light. So when we explore the underworld and go deeper to know what is our soul's calling, it's good to keep the light there anyway, burning. This is healing, interestingly. Raphael, that's coming. Then as well, archetype. What is your archetype? This will be also your thumbnail in this video. So Cancer, what Cancer needs to know? This one. Okay, very much underworld energies, yes. So you go very deep to heal something. Yeah, all of this is a Pluto's realm. Scorpio ruling planet is Pluto. It's very much showing that when the solar eclipse happens, the effect lasts for 3 days. So the intentions you do now are stronger than in a normal new moon. Now it's new moon in Libra. Yeah, there is clearly this underworld energy present. Anyway, let's start seeing what comes from your cards. I try to integrate. Let's have a little crystal ball moment because this is kind of interesting energies here. Okay, so answer is no. If you were thinking anything, maybe you have to set really clear boundaries. That is actually very much the safety to handle anything. Is like to create this like sacred space where things are safe, and often you have to kind of protect with no, also saying no. We are getting really face to face with the underworld now. What is coming up from there? You have a healing happening. Let's have this healing here and this here. Now we see your cards, Cancer. Okay, 4 of air, 4 of swords. It's usually indeed healing and taking a rest. And this card, something else I will read. If it's then the circle. That is indeed kind of sacred space, but here we have the hangman energy. Kind of, you need time to get. This this time highlighting that you have to set powerful intentions, Cancer, now. This is clear. It's almost like you are in this kind of Stonehenge, creating a sacred space to do it. Samhain, okay, is highlighting the coming Samhain, and actually there's always two weeks difference from the solar eclipse. Now it's total solar eclipse, and then will be a moon eclipse, and that is kind of pointing out the Halloween, upcoming Halloween. So really the dark wants to be now addressed, whatever is there in the dark. Actually, I took some notes to remember that your shadows and triggers often arise in relationships. We can hold many repressed emotions and memories in our shadows. Our shadows are part of our subconscious. They hold unresolved and unprocessed emotions. They are formed in a childhood through interaction with our caregivers. And then to remember, triggers are your guides on what you need to heal. We have still Three of Earth, this kind of agreements energy, beautifully. Maybe like work related, something like with the teamwork. And Seven of Fire, I have still Wand energy. This is standing your ground, but what is this planet? We will see. These are always like related to planet in this deck. Maybe there is some... I think the planet I want to know right away, because there's a lot of this kind of dark energies, and I'm not sure which one is this. Let's see. Which one is that? Uranus. That is talking about something like Uranus is connected to the Fool card. New chapter in your life, new journey, and it's coming in the last. So everything this, what is happening now, healing, going to face your shadows, being more, holding this dark space, it's leading you to step up to a new version of you. And Uranus is usually this kind of radical, almost like a revolutionary way to change your life. Let's read about that. Cancer, Uranus. Uranus is the crazy genius of the skies. While he brings shocks and surprises, they are usually in the long run exciting and beneficial. When Uranus decides to make its presence known, it is usually by way of sudden big changes, sometimes brought on by radical, impulsive behavior, or just as likely brought on by no apparent cause. The events heralded by Uranus serve to break us out of ruts and inspire our inner genius. Rules are broken willy-nilly, and originality and insight ensue. Freed from bonds of stagnation, boundaries and ennui, independence, innovation and idealism are the new normal. The Seven of Fire promises exciting times. We should be ready to expect the unexpected from life and from ourselves. And in this case, do not expect the surrounding cards to provide much detail about particulars. That's the point of the experience, not knowing what's coming. Take it what it comes. Dark, anyway, is always like very much like a female. This is pointing that this lunar eclipse, of course, is happening in the full moon. Feminine energy is very much this dark moon energy, mysterious as well. But in the dark, the seed is set. It's like having this womb, this underworld. There is actually, it's not just worms and decay and bones and death, like a lost things. It's from there is growing something new. It needs the space to rest, and the darkness is needed. So take it as this nurturing power. The Uranus is clearly your thing now happening. Something unexpected, and experience is very important. The circle is clearly creating a sacred space, and even allowing yourself have this kind of healing rituals. Hangman is hanging kind of 9 months like a pregnancy, and then finding the alignment and being like empowered, taking a wise choice with time. So time does teach a lot in life in general too. So time passing, you will also, I mean, you might need time. Anyway, we have this kind of Pluto in Capricorn, and then it goes to Aquarius in the beginning of the year. We have this period of almost like something is going backward and then slinging forward fast. So it's kind of like you're going now backward, even with your ancestor stories, going deep within in the underworld, and then slinging yourself to the future with Uranus, like completely something new, almost like a spaceship is like launching. Being grounded, teamwork. This is resting. Healing is also about resting. They are very much aligned. I will read you about the Samhain because this is kind of preparing you to this next big Vika party. But I mean, it's very healthy to live with the seasons. Sometimes we are in our relationship also in seasons. And I feel like you have a lot of cards that is showing this kind of autumn energy. And after autumn comes still winter. So remember that. There can be a lot of resting energy because of the spring comes only, of course, that's in the last part with Uranus. So yeah, this is showing that's the kind of direction you're going, but it coming from this resting, sacred space, somehow like dedicating yourself to celebrate kind of the stillness and darkness also, and the power of listening yourself really deep within. So Samhain here is mentioned, is celebrated October 31st. During this festival, the great goddess reigns in the form of the crone and the great god in the form of horned god or the lord of death. Pagans honor ancestors and prepare for a time of reflection. Some consider Samhain the most important holiday, saying it marks the end of the old year and the beginning of the new year. Because this was the season when weaker animals in flocks were killed and eaten, Samhain is associated with death in general and the death of the god. It is said that on this evening that the veil between the worlds is thin, making it an ideal time for divination and for honoring the ancestors. This holiday prepares us for the dark days ahead. Yes, just take this kind of time. I want to read you a little bit of this archetype because archetype is in play, very powerful, the underworld. I think there is something you need to know about that. It's an archetypal place and the home of Pluto. Pluto I showed you in the beginning of the reading. I think because you have usually Cancer cards in Tarot are the Chariot and also the High Priestess. Within this card you have, and in completely underneath here, you have also this High Priestess energy currently. So remember that kind of powerful, dark feminine energy in your life. Underworld. The nightmare, the ordeal, the bottom. This is no time to mind words. The archetypal territory of the underworld is fraught with nightmares, suffering, and pain. It is the darkest shadow realm, which we try vigilantly to avoid or deny at any cost. Try as we might, the darkness pulls us into the depths to disturbing dream images, unexpected accidents, illness, war, conflict, and ultimately death. Not visiting the underworld or denying its existence altogether is what gives its dangerous power. I think I'm losing my voice when I'm talking about like war. We are having here currently in the world in large also very dangerous kind of conflicts. Gives the power when we deny it. Traversing it forces to blow humbly to the greater forces that be, while summoning the inner strength we previously underestimated. Take solace that the underworld subsumes everyone from time to time, making us deeper friends, more intimate partners, soldier of light, and amid our shadowy times. Facing darkness and choosing light is the most profound calling of all. And then it's recommending you to look for Dante's Inferno story. Search for image of a map of Dante's Inferno. What does the story of epic descent stir in you? I have actually had a really much desire to buy my next deck connected to the Dante's stories. There's such a beautiful illustrations, and William Blake also made a beautiful thing. So it's just like in the future I will have Dante related decks, because I'm making my own shadow work related deck also, but I'm really inspired of those kind of themes. One of the earliest stories on record is that of the goddess Inanna's descent. Turns out descending into the underworld is as old as time itself. You are called now to really face the dark. Like that can be a positive thing, that can be even making you stronger in your power. This is really underneath this kind of high priestess style energy. What was that? That was a moon card. It's a moon card. Moon is the planet for Cancer, the ruling planet of Cancer. So I think something important is going to happen on that Samhain and the moon eclipse. So just know that the next moon eclipse, like you have 2 weeks time now from the solar eclipse to the moon eclipse, and this time is very powerful for you to set beautiful intentions. We had here still this Raphael with healing. I try to give you that fast before my battery runs on this. Healing. Healing is needed. Cancer. Affirmation. I stand fully in the light. I allow myself to realign with the oneness I'm unconditionally part of. You are a chalice, a physical living channel for the purest of energies to flow through as you send the very same out to life and others. Illness, worry, sadness, pain, doubt, depression, fear, and more. Besides are all negatives, all various stages of health, life, and natural working systems actually not working as well as they could. Negative block the normal flow of Earth's healing energy and so then limit what can then occur. Healing allows soul to realign and better connect with the mainframe it's actually part of. With nature, so good, positive, powerful, creative energy can again clear the way and channel through to top its level up, helping life to sustain and work closely in sync with all needs. So your system becomes healthier, you love, work, create, focus, and rest better, and the signals you transmit remain more conducive with what life actually requires to support, manifest, and work with you, as was always intended. And the Archangel Raphael is a great healer. Raphael can be called upon to assist the body and spirit's natural healing abilities. Yes, remember that. Yeah, my pronunciation in English is a little bit bad sometimes. I think you got the point. Anyway, you are heading for a completely new way of being, more healed and so on. So just face that kind of darkness with no fears and you'll be okay. As you had to wait this reading a bit longer, I end up doing for my Friday love reading. I always do a pick up by love reading Friday, this kind of feeling cards. And I want to give you one more feeling card, how to handle this underworld. That is betrayal. There's something about betrayal. Sacrificed truth, stabbing the back, guilt, cheating, lying, hurt, pain, lies, abuse, manipulation, blinded, misled, egoistic pleasures. Something dark like that has to be addressed now. Okay, this was so negative, I'm going to give you another one. What is this? Okay, leap of faith. trusting divine, trusting intuition, taking action, going for it. So if you want to have this more like a, let's say, new way of being, a better future, you should have to have a leap of faith. That's it's saying here. And remember, this Uranus is also in the future your coming energy. It's interesting that how this is like color-wise very similar. Yes. Even the ghost got green suddenly. Okay, I stop your reading here. And then if you liked, press the like and subscribe so you don't miss my next reading. And yeah, have a nice healing moments, because you have to focus on yourself now, Cancer. Everything starts from your own healing. Okay, bye.